Hey guys, this is Frozen 2 Stranger Things fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to another movie review. And this is another part of my Halloween review for Halloween month. And this horror movie I am doing now is Scream 2022, or should I say Scream 5? But I'll call it Scream 5 throughout the review. But if you look at my title above the title, it's Scream 2020 because why not? So, Scream 5 is directed by Matt Bettinelli, Olpin, and Tyler Gilbert, the same directors as 2019's Ready or Not, and stars Dev Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette, returning from the original four Scream. But and new cast members include Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, Mikey Myerson, Jack Quaid, Dylan Minette, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, Sonia Amar, and oh yeah, also Mary Shelton returning. I'm not sure if she's played she's been in the other Scream movies, but I know Judy Hicks has been in the previous Scream movies. I'm not sure if it was played by Mary Shelton. So basically, the film tells the story of Ghostface returning to Woodsboro after 25 years, and yeah, this new Ghostface mask targets this group of teenagers. Jane Ortega's character was attacked by Ghostface, which marks his return, and so these teenagers must find a way to find the new Ghostface killer, while also like discovering that they're all like planning to make a requel to Stab, I think. Oh yeah, Stab, the movie inside the Scream, when everyone hates it. Yeah, the plot is to like basically remake the whole remake of Stab, I guess. So yeah, Scream 5 was my most anticipated horror movie of the year. Well, technically Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but I mean, straight out of all the straight horror movies, this was my most anticipated because, well, I'm actually a fan of the Scream franchise. Hands down, the best franchise ever. I mean, I know some people prefer the Halloween franchise, but like, let's be real, the Halloween franchise isn't very consistent because sequels that like it has like sequels that I don't even want to watch. I mean, there's far too many Halloween movies. I'll get to them in but the only Halloween movies I've seen are the original one, the Garbage Rob Zombie, and the entire new Halloween trilogy. Um, and also like I'm not sure if it's even my top five. Yeah, but Scream is the best franchise uh, for franchise, no competition. Maybe in my honorable mentions to my best franchise ever. I mean, I've liked every single Scream movie. And although the third film is the only one I don't like, but that's because they made a big mistake of hiring Aaron Kruger write it to write that film. Yeah, what a bad decision they made, and yeah, I really liked Scream. Of course, well, I went into the Scream sequels with low expectations, but they always like continue to surprise me. Scream 2 and Scream 4 both really surprised me because I thought they were gonna suck, but turns out that they were actually really good. Well, actually, I was kind of looking forward to Scream 4, but that's mainly because of Kristen Bell's cameo, which everyone knows that Kristen Bell's my favorite actress of all time. So, yeah, she did make a cameo on Scream 4, but if you want to know my thoughts on if on the previous four Scream movies, Scream 1, it's a classic, obviously. Scream 2, is such a great sequel, but it didn't really blow me away. Scream 3, I said before, I don't think it's a bad movie by any means, but it's just the right thing. It's just not my thing. And the forgettable villains as well. Scream 4 was awesome. Scream 4 was great. Probably better than Scream 2, should I say, but yeah, definitely doesn't reach the standards of the first one, but yeah, I will say the villain of that film is just like absolute gold. Like some of the best villain motivations I've ever seen. But now we've reached the fifth Scream movie, Scream 5, and this movie actually came on my birthday this year, my 18th birthday, and yeah, what a birthday treat from Paramount. even yeah, what a birthday treat. And after seeing Scream for myself, sadly I didn't get to see this one in theaters because my cinema closed down. I was supposed to see this in theaters for my birthday, but damn it. Yeah, my theater closed down. Unfortunately, because of the stupid Omicron. Terrible. Honestly, not a very good start of the year. What and it's actually it's actually my 2022 has actually been my favorite year for my lifetime. But every year has something bad, and this year was the Omicron. But yeah, I saw this movie online because I really wanted to watch it so badly. I just couldn't wait for it. After seeing Scream, I gotta say, wow, this was a masterpiece, and I actually love this movie. This movie was just brilliant, yeah. And dare I say it, this is my favorite Scream movie. Yes, yeah, you saw in the title. This is the best in the franchise, and probably my favorite one, and the best January movie ever made. Yeah, I love Scream. It's just so good. And I and yeah, I think it even dethrones the original Scream. Granted, I think it's on par. I mean, I think I gave it a little too much praise. Back then when I put it like in my top three horror movies of all time, and um, and even my in one of my favorite movies of all time, I think I went a little too far with my praise because on rewatch, I just think there are better movies, but it doesn't even reach my top five. But top 10 favorite horror movies, absolutely. Yeah, I will admit I do prefer Halloween one over Scream one. I will say that. So this one is, and I do prefer Halloween, the original Halloween over this one as well. But yeah, this one is basically Halloween 2018 all over again, but I think it's even better. And yeah, I am aware that that the critical reception of this film is pretty divisive. I mean, you have some people who love this film and say it is one of the best, and then you have some that downright despises this movie and goes as far as calling this the worst Scream movie. I've mostly heard people saying it's meh, it's underwhelming and stuff, but honestly, I don't get the hate for this film at all. I think this is a flawless movie. Although maybe it's not really one that I would just keep going back to all over and over again. Because there are there are some slow moments to it, but that doesn't affect the movie at all. It's just maybe a nitpick that there are a few boring scenes, but that doesn't even bother me at all because man, this movie is great. And yeah. So now let's get into what I love about Scream. First of all, I think you all know how like legacy sequels can get meta, like with the Matrix Resurrections, which I thought was which is not actually gross on me the more I think about it. Probably not preferred over the Matrix. What's that? The third film. Great Revolutions. Yeah, the Matrix Revolutions. Yeah, and I actually think Matrix Resurrections is kind of underrated. And so yeah, I really like legacy sequels. I really like them. In fact, I love legacy sequels. Well, some of them were pretty bad, like Terminator Dark Fate. Ugh, screw that crap. But this is one of the examples of how to do a proper legacy sequel. Yeah, this absolutely does respect its characters and doesn't butcher. In fact, I don't find anything offensive about this. Like I don't know why people hate this film. But I mean, there's nothing really offensive about it. I think this movie being meta is what carries the movie for me. I mean, I love how this movie absolutely understands what makes Scream this franchise great. It absolutely understands its rules, but and then when like the old guys passes it to a new generation, it absolutely works because you know that they understand. Even if they try to go all meta, at least they do it in a very respectful way. That's how to make a good legacy sequel. In fact, a great legacy sequel, and that's how to make a legacy sequel actually better than the first. Yeah, yeah, you actually pay respect to the old characters you grew up with while making you invest in the new characters. In fact, I was totally invested in the new characters. I really like them. Yeah, yeah, new characters are great. I'll talk about them in a bit, but now let's talk about how the old characters were. Now I will say that while Sidney Prescott doesn't get a lot of screen time, I think this is the best that she's ever been. In my opinion. Well, I'm not quite sure about that 1 million percent, but as of now, this is probably my favorite that she's ever been in. She's just badass. She absolutely. I mean, she's a normal person now. She has a family. Apparently, she has a kid now. You see like her, walking down the park with her baby when she first appeared, and she's being called back in action. She, you know that she didn't want to, but well, but even though she didn't want to take this job, she didn't want to hunt down Ghostface at the same time, and that's just a great writing. And and yeah, I think the other two. I think this I like Gail Weathers, but I don't think I was blown away by her. In this one. She's great though. And then you have the guy David Arquette's character. What's his name again? Oh yeah, Dewey Riley. Yeah, Dewey Riley is probably the best of the original cast. Now, yes, Sidney Prescott is overall the best of the three, like in the Scream franchise. But when it comes to this movie, I think Dewey Riley is the standout for me. As he's like a real hero. He's like probably the one who he's the one who brings this back. He's the one who organizes this investigation group of both teens and the legacy characters. To do this, to take part in this mission, and I love that. And Now let's talk about the new characters. How are the new characters? Yeah. I will say I love all of them. I think this has the best set of characters in the entire Scream franchise, and some of them are actually returning in Scream 6. I'll probably talk about Scream 6 in a bit, but yeah, let's talk about them. Yeah, Sam, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega as Sam and Tara. They're absolutely great. Yeah, they're like absolutely great sisters. Like one of my top 10 favorite movie sisters. I just love their chemistry, and like Sam, Sam is technically the main character of this movie, and she's basically like the Marta Cabrera, and while Sidney Prescott is the I don't want to. She's no Benoit Blanc. I think Dewey Riley is Benoit Blanc, and Marta Cabrera and Melissa is Sam is Marta Cabrera. Like she absolutely carries the movie, and she do anything she can to save her sister. But I actually prefer Tara Carpenter out of the two sisters. Honestly, I just like Tara better. In fact, Tara's like literally the one who defeats the villain by just straight up shooting her, even like she's on a wheelchair. Even though she gets hurt for most of the movie, maybe in Scream 6 she'll get more things to do. And maybe she can become the main character. I'm actually loving what Jenna Ortega is doing. I'm going to be watching X tomorrow, and I am really excited for it. Yeah, and Jenna Ortega's in it. She's probably one of my favorite horror stars right now. I am beyond pumped to see her as Wednesday Addams in the new Wednesday series. Yeah, Wednesday is still my most anticipated show for the rest of the year. I think you all know that by now. My favorite character in this film has to be Amber Freeman. Yeah. Ever since I saw it, even though like I actually knew that Amber was going to be the killer, because the trailers that did the reveal it. I mean the trailers did the foreshadow it. Because like Amber Ghostface was texting using Amber's phone, and then and then showing that Amber was still there, but yeah, actually I was kind of right. Amber was the killer. I mean, she's actually played by the same actress who that actress was like one of the villains in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and this movie, and it did show that how do I say this, it did show. I mean, no wait, Mikey Madison's performance was actually like the same here as she was in Scream. Yeah, it's like it's like the girl from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood literally transported to this movie, which is yeah. I like other characters as well. Wes Hicks, Dylan Minnette, yeah, yeah. I mean, I've known him since 2015 with Goosebumps, and I think he's done a pretty solid job like with his career. But this one it's his best yet. I like Liv McKenzie. I know a lot of people hate Liv McKenzie, but I actually like her. like her. Mindy Meeks as well. Chad. And yeah. And also like the other villain, Richie. I think Richie is also an amazing villain, and yeah, he's just so terrifying, and yeah, he's so terrifying, and I think I think Richie being the villain, being one of the two killers was kind of shocking. Because yeah, I did not see that coming. Even though like he's technically Sam's boyfriend, but I didn't see that coming. Yeah, the actor playing Richie is known as The Boys, which is a fantastic. I think The Boys is still his best performance, but this one's close. Um, Even if out of the two villains, I personally prefer Amber Freeman because yeah, I love Amber. I've always she's always been my favorite character, and that might not change. And what else? Oh yeah, let's talk about the kills now. This is literally the most gory in the franchise. Yeah, there's some a lot more gore than you think, and I think this has like some of the best kills in the franchise. Ghostface was most terrifying, and yeah, he's really creepy. Like how he like oh yeah, also like I forgot to mention. Amber is like literally the first person to kill one of the legacy characters. I mean, Amber killed Dewey, and which is something like no other villain could do. Even though I adore the one in Scream 4, I mean, that's why Amber is the best one because she actually has the guts to she like probably the strongest villain, and yeah, she's the strongest villain. She killed Dewey. And I think I really like her character. I like that I like the foreshadowing. Maybe if I didn't see if I watched this without watching the trailer, maybe I wouldn't have known it was Amber. I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess. And the final battle is also epic, but the hospital fight scene is my favorite of them. Yeah, it's just I love all the kills in there. I think this has every aspect of the 1996 Scream movie. What made that so special, and then actually bringing it in this film, and absolutely yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean by that. And I love how this movie is so self-aware. Like I mean, they tell you like how to make a good sequel, how to fix a good sequel, and some of the rules of sequel. I absolutely love that. I mean that's technically the villain's motivation. They want to fix stab films. And yeah, I'm not sure like how I can explain like why they had to be curious to do that, but I'm sure they had a really good motivation. Maybe it's just done as a metaphor, and I suck at understanding metaphors. So yeah, so overall, Scream 2022 or Scream 5 is my favorite Scream movie. This is I mean I will say that Scream 1996, the original one, is objectively the better and more well made one. But if there's any Scream movie I will go back to on a daily basis, it's Scream 5. This movie has everything I love about the original, while yeah, this is a perfect legacy sequel, absolutely paying respect to its legacy characters, and well absolutely passing this to a new generation that I love. I will love, and I just think this movie is great. And I love it, and I doubt that Scream 6 will top this. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for Scream 6. However, like Nev Campbell isn't going to be in this, so I'm a little skeptical about it because Sidney Prescott isn't coming back to this franchise, and honestly, you can't have you cannot have this franchise without Scream. I mean, you cannot have the Scream franchise without Sydney. Yeah, Sydney is pretty much the center of it all. Like even if there's a new character that could surpass her, yes. But however, even though actually I don't really feel worried. I'm still looking forward to it because like based on the plot, basically Ghostface coming to New York City. It looks like it's going to be different from what we saw in the Scream films. Since he's going to New York City, and so like all the characters will be in their New York, and also the old characters are coming back. The old characters are coming back. Sam and Tara will be in the film, and I love that. Also, the Meeks Martin siblings will also be there. I'm not sure about the rest, but I think those four characters from Scream 5 will be in there. And I kind of like the Samara Weaving is in it. I'm sort of a fan of Samara Weaving, like probably in my top 20 favorite actresses of all time list. I think my favorite character in Scream 6 could be either Tara or Samara Weaving's character. Although as of now I'm skeptical because no Sidney Prescott, but I will see the trailer first to see if I'll get excited for this film or continue to be skeptical. So yeah, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna top Scream 5 as the best one. Scream 5 is definitely one of the best movies of the year and probably the best January movie ever made as well. Like neck and neck with this and Paddington 2. So yeah, and I certainly don't get the hate for it. So with that said, I'm gonna give Scream 2022 or Scream 5 a 10 out of 10. So that's all for my review on Scream 5 and yeah, getting kind of in depth on why I think this is my favorite Scream movie. Yeah, what's your opinion on Scream 5? Do you agree with me that this is the best Scream movie? Do you still love this, but do you think it's not as good as the original? Or do you think that this movie isn't that good or it's pretty underwhelming? Comment down below, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Bye guys.